Okay, here we go. Zach Wilson. I think he is my favorite prospect of this draft class. I love what he does. He's got an elastic arm, can make plays, great athlete. I love everything I see from him. So here's his game against Boise State. I think this is one of the better defenses he faced. Um, they run a 3-3-5 too, which is usually pretty tough to pass against. Um, here's one of his first plays from scrimmage. He's gonna they shift the back over. He's just gonna play his boundary slant. I think this is a good read. You can see the ball here from the back angle. So let's run this through here. All right, so he's got 3 over 3 here. He's got his one-on-one. This is his X receiver. I think he likes this matchup. He's gonna peek this linebacker, see if he's coming or not. And as soon as he sees him coming, he knows exactly where he's going with the slant. You could watch his eyes here. Takes that rocker step. His eyes are right on this backer. Sees what he's doing. He's vacating the area. All right, I know I have my slant. And then you see his eyes flip right to that slant. Bang. Great ball. Right on the money. This next play here. This is pretty basic passing concept, but I do like that he's able to, get through his reads and everything. So I'm gonna run this through real quick for you. So this is just he's gonna drag here, and we're gonna have like a dig route behind it, and they're just trying to high-low this linebacker right here. That's all this is, and he's gonna run a clear out. Maybe if they like their outside matchup, they could alert it, and he could throw the one-on-one vert ball. But all this really is they're trying to high-low this defender, and it's this guy's job to beat this safety, and it's Wilson's job to beat this defender with the dig throw if this defender jumps on the drag. Okay, maybe so that's the best way to look at this. So right here, we're seeing if this guy is going to get underneath the dig or if he's going to take away this drag. So that's all we're doing, and that's all Wilson's doing. His eyes are right on the guy. He sees him break up right here, and he sees this window, and then Wilson's job is to beat this safety for that throw. So I like how Wilson puts this kind of low, bang. So he doesn't take that big shot, and I think he understands that in the concept. He knows he's got to beat this safety right here. Throws it low, keeps his receiver safe. Good decision, good ball. Now this is just, awesome. Just awesome arm talent. The ability to make this throw is awesome. Rolling to his left, gets his hips around, drives it through right to the sideline. Show from the other angle. So you can get the tight on this. But I mean, this is just on here. This is pretty much of a basic read. I mean, you're just going pretty much vertical if the guy falls on the ground. If not, throw your out route to the crosser here. 83 coming across. I'll show you one more time. It's going to be here if this guy falls on the ground, which, that's not going to necessarily happen. To out route to this guy coming on a crosser. So he's just playing this pretty much 1 to 2. Forget about the vertical. The vertical is really just a clear out route. And he gets out. See how he squares his hips towards the target? That's what I want to see. Right here, squared hips, rips it to the sideline. That's a great ball. First down. I want to see quarterbacks that can move the sticks and make throws on tight windows. Right here, this is double slant concept. I showed this in an earlier video with Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence didn't make the right read here. So he's got here and he's got here. So we're just playing off this guy right here. All right. If he drives down, throw this outside slant because this guy could drive down and blow this up. You know what I mean? You don't want to see your receiver get blown up. When he's that soft, he can blow it up. It's not going to be like a win inside route and we beat him inside. He can just drive on this and blow that up. So if he knows that, just look at him. If he sits, all right, throw our slant. Yeah, we'll take it. But if he's going to drive down on it, hit that second window. And I love that Wilson does this. So he takes his rocker step. He checks it. We got this guy driving. Wilson's already on his outside guy. Wilson's anticipating what the defense is going to do. And I like to see that because he knows what the defense's jobs are. He knows what their responsibilities are. So he's on it, bang. And he's got a guy right in his face. If you could see this here. I mean, this guy's free off the edge. I don't know what they do. They did a full slide here, which I don't know why they did that. I feel like the tackle should be locked on the last guy at the line, but for whatever reason they did it. He comes free, And Wilson throws a strike. This is a great play to just show Wilson's arm talent. I mean, this is field fade, back shoulder on the dot. I mean, this is like as good as it gets right here. So I think, plain and simple here, he knows he's going to have his one-on-one out here because everyone in the country, including defensive coordinators, knows this is the hardest throw to make. I mean, look how far it is. So they're going to leave that guy on an island most of the time. And, I mean, against a quarterback this good, you can't really cover the whole field. And I think he understands that. They run this concept, I think, 3 or 4 times in the game, and he tries to go to him almost every time, and then he does have a mislapse later, which I'm going to show you, and like the next play he comes back and hits this dig. But this is just awesome arm talent. Back shoulder, field fade, doesn't get any better than that. So this is play that, I mean, it's just like, I don't know what he's looking at. I'm throwing this, and I'll explain why. So right here, you got to think, all right, they're probably in cover 3 here, or it could be man to man here, but they're with his butt to the sideline. I'm thinking cover 3. I'm thinking he's just gonna float here. He's gonna bail out. This guy's gonna roll middle. He might be locked up man to man, but just because it's such a far throw, it's just so difficult for anybody to make that. I mean, I know Wilson, we just saw him do it, but defensive coordinators are going to trust their corner to, have time to adjust with, all this area to throw. So he's probably one-on-one, what I'm thinking anyway. So I'm going, the route combo here, it looks like a skinny post with like a 10-yard out. So pre-snap, I'm like, all right, maybe the out's there, but pre-snap, I'm also saying, look at where this middle field player is. He's almost on the opposite hash. If I throw this right out of his break, there's no way anybody's getting there, and we're thinking this guy's going to be here, or even if he's man-to-man, he can never make a play on this. So I just don't know why, he's not throwing this like right here coming out of that break. You know what I mean? Like, you see this window here? I don't know why. And the second concerning thing is this flat defender is outside the out route, like post-snap. He's literally outside of it. Like, usually when you see that, you're just like, all right, the out's dead. Like right here, you're just like, all right, the out's dead. So that's why I don't understand how he gets there. But I'm thinking he just, he's on the post. He's like, yeah, I don't like it. And then he comes here and he just sees the guy open. I don't think he even maybe realized that the guy did have outside leverage. We got the tight here, so I could kind of show you the window that I'm talking about on the post. You could kind of see it because on the wide, it looks like, all right, maybe that middle field player is going to get there in time. But when you see it from this angle, I mean, look at this. Look at all this grass here. I was going to say green grass. It's blue grass, but look at all that grass there. I mean, look at all that. You could throw that right in here for no problem. That's one thing I didn't like, and I think his eyes are on it, and that's why I'm a little concerned. Like, I don't know why you're not just letting that rip. Like, use your arm. And we see him use his arm sometimes, but he just, whatever, takes his check down. He gets 10 yards still, but I would like to see him rip that post there. This is just the other back shoulder that it kind of died on him. Might have had a little too tight of a grip, or just overstepped on his base. We could kind of tell here maybe right here he's leaning a little bit too much instead of really driving it out there. If you could see his shoulder level, it's a little bit off kilter, but it's not too bad. I think he just misread this guy's depth, and the corner was also ready for it. You see right here, he's looking back. Last time he wasn't looking back. And I think that's what really, really disrupted this. This wouldn't have looked as bad if the corner wasn't ready for it. The corner knew back shoulder was coming. He 100% knew. It's on their sideline, Boise's sideline. I'm sure the coaches are like, watch back shoulder, watch back shoulder. They just ran it on them this drive earlier. So I'm expecting that was what they were telling him. Right here, you're getting a mesh concept that Boise really played their mesh game very well. I mean, Boise locked it down. I think they ran it 4 times, and I don't think they got much on it at all, other than this scramble, which is just ridiculous what he did. So he's reading this here. I guess so. This guy should have been tighter, and it's like here, and then usually the sit route, which is coming here. This guy's going to come across. So that's how most teams would read this sit route right here. So it's going to be flat. Maybe they're going to do it flat to sit to drag. Maybe that's how they're going to do it with him being so wide, which is fine. You can do it any type of way. But you see bracketed. This guy could play here, and he could play here. Not a good look. This guy's got outside leverage on a deep out route. You don't have really anything to do here. So what's Wilson do? He realizes it, bounces out, and he sees his guy getting a one-on-one and throws an amazing back shoulder. Dot. I mean, I think this is why people are saying, you got to get this guy because he's just got unbelievable talent. You see the Rodgers, you see the big playability in a guy like this. Look at that. He flicked it. It's a flick. You could see the effortlessness in that throw. On the run, dot. I mean, the effortlessness is just unbelievable. This one is just arm talent. Unbelievable arm talent. So this is play action, right? He's going to boot out, and I think they're just going to go here to here, and they're just going to play off this guy, and they're going to let that guy be wrong, and then if he is wrong, right, you got this guy running away from a corner. How's he supposed to cover the whole field? He can't, and that's all this is right here. And Wilson recognizes this safety coming down, checks it. He's like, oh yeah, I got my guy, and he just rips this. I mean, that's a seed. That's about 45 yards in the air on a line. I mean, that's just good. That's just hash to hash, 45-yard seed on a line. That backside safety couldn't even get there. The backside safety recognized it. You're going to see him right here. He's like, oh, yeah, I see where Wilson's eyes are. And he starts peeling out. And I'm thinking on tape, I'm like, you know what? He's going to get there. And then Wilson's arm just smokes it. I mean, it doesn't get better than that right there. That's the stuff I think that you really want to see. This is just a simple RPO. First and goal. All this is this is just outside zone. You could see when he's like this on the line, when he's even with the quarterback, most of the time it's going to be outside zone. So this is an outside zone RPO. They're just trying to get it. They're trying to suck this backer in. If he folds in for his run fit right here, C gap, then he's just going to throw this hitch and use his arm talent and just whip it around this guy, and he does. It's a little sidearm too. A little sidearm action. I mean, I love watching this kid throw the football. It literally doesn't get any better than that. So they hit that, remember earlier in the game, that boot where we were talking about vertical, that's kind of dead. And then you got your out route and your crosser. Well, they tried to do the same look here, and they rolled this guy up. And Wilson throws another great ball here. They got this defender chasing on the out. I mean, yeah, a little underthrown, right? 1 or 2 yards, but I'm not going to crucify the kid. I think sometimes you rather underthrow a guy that's open by 3 yards because sometimes you get that PI run in, or at least you're giving your guy a chance to make a play on the ball. But that's all this is. They're just showing that same exact look that they showed him before with the out route. So this guy's chasing hard because you see him boot out route again and then rolls it right up. Wilson recognizes it, makes a great throw. Watch it one more time. That's just good right there. Here's a 2-point conversion. I like this because, I mean, he's almost like anticipating this throw. I mean, he's letting it rip before this guy even turns his head. But let's go over the concept here. So he's going to drag A lot of teams run variations like this. He's going to dig right to the, or he might even hook up, and he's just going to come in, trail, and then sit. And we're going to get this guy out here. Hopefully this guy chases, and you might have to sit literally wide open. It's not wide open, but Wilson's got the arm to do it. I mean, right here, and he throws it on the back shoulder when this guy's driving right through his inside. Like, this is just beautiful ball placement, beautiful anticipation. I just love watching this kid throw. I think here could be another RPO, but I'm thinking pass protection. So let's play action. 67, it's definitely pass protecting here. You could see him sitting right here. This isn't a run play. So they're just play action in this, and they got a double slant to the bottom. And it looks like they got maybe a glance route a little higher. So he could play any side he wants here. Me personally, I'm watching this guy. If he comes down, glance route, trying to score right here for a touchdown. That's all I'm doing. And if he doesn't come down, just flip your hips to this side right after you're that mesh with the running back, and just play it inside out. So that's how I would do this, and I think he does that. I think he checks that safety to see what he's doing right here. Right here, his eyes are on that safety. I guess he's anticipating this guy coming down, which is also, that's good quarterbacking. Like, he understands that this safety is in the run game. Like, he's going to be in the run fit. All I got to do is flash this in his stomach, and he's coming down. So you know what? Let's count him out of the play. Let's go to our middle field player, and let's find out what he's doing. He's kind of just sitting. Okay, coming over. And throwing a laser. You get this from the tight, and you're just like, damn, this is a good throw. Wilson breaks the huddle here, right? He's checking zero. He's checking zero. Okay. Looks like zero's coming down. I'm on my free safety here. Yep, right here. He's checking him. He's like, I already know zero's coming in. Play that B gap. I'm checking my middle field player. Middle field player. All right, you're still not moving. You're still not moving. Bang, flip your hips and rip a seed. I mean, that's beautiful. This is, I think, one of his just improvised plays that, I mean, it's just awesome. Just awesome to watch. The point, driving him to the sideline. I mean, that's 55 yards in the air on a dot. Like, it doesn't really, I know I say it, but it doesn't get better than that. I mean, look at this thing. Play action, and you pretty much just got double move, and he's trying to go, and then you got a vertical. And Wilson's like, you know what? Nothing's there, but I'm going to try to make something happen. I'm going to point you out. You see him pointing here? He's pointing and pointing and pointing. Points him out, and he just rips it. Before this kid even spins his head, that ball looks like he's like, I'm throwing this. Like, I trust this guy to get out there. Watch it from the tight real quick, but this is 55 in the air. I mean, away from the defender, just beautiful. I mean, this is like that playmaker ability that I think everyone talks about, that everyone saw at his pro day. Like, he could just flick that ball out there. Opposite hash right here. Look at this. Opposite hash. Point. Go, 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 go. And he just lets this thing rip. Oh, man. He just lets that thing rip. Welcome to New York, Zach Wilson.